All right, I will sit, but I invite you to lie down. You have arrived to the practice, and let's just start by feeling the contact of your body with the mat or with the ground. And as you're lying, there is a space between your body and the mat. But there is also the space around you. So you're not just touching the mat, you're also touching the space. How does that space that surrounds you feels for you? This space touches your skin softly. And now let's pay attention to the sounds around you, if there is any sound. Maybe it's the fan, maybe it's the AC, maybe it's the birds. There might be all the different sounds. But what if we remove the narrative of what that sound represents? The sounds is just a vibration, it's just a frequency. So as you're hearing all the sounds, try to not get too caught up into what the sound represents or means. The sound is just a sound. Now observe if there is any taste in your mouth. And again, without giving the narrative, what is this taste? Just observe what is present. Notice if there is any smells in your room. And now we will slowly go inside our body. Starting from the feet, the bottom of the feet, slowly moving to your knees, rising to your hips, to your belly, to your chest. And as we're moving through the body, observe if there is any, perhaps, sensations that you become aware of. See, the sensations are always there. But the question is, how aware are we of their presence? You're moving up to your neck, to your head, shifting the focus to your shoulders, your elbows, your hands. Now just observe your body lying as a whole. Not just a sum of separate parts. As a whole in unity. Now let's connect with our breath. And we will inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth with a whoo sound. And you're not trying to breathe. You're observing how your body is breathing on its own. Let's take a few more breaths. Two more. And on the next inhale and exhale, let's just start breathing normally through the nose. I invite you to start stretching your arms, stretching your legs, adding the micro movement to different parts of your body. And when you feel you are ready, let's turn to one of the sides. Doesn't matter which side. And slowly supporting yourself with your hands, come up, sitting on the mat this time. You can still keep your eyes closed. Bring the palms in front of your chest. And we will start this practice by chanting mantra Om and Asatoma. So if you're not familiar with Asatoma, I will be chanting it twice. First time, row by row. First line, I will do it myself, and the second time we will do it all together, okay? If you are not comfortable chanting any of these, you can just sit with your palms in Namaste. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, we chant Om. Now the mantra Asatoma. First, I'll do it row by row, as I said. Asatoma Satgamaya. Let's do it together. Asatoma Satgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. And together. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Mrityorma Amritangamaya. And all together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can release the palm. We can slowly come up to the top of the mat. So we're gonna place our feet hip wide, parallel to each other. And feel free to have your eyes closed and follow my voice. Feel the connection, the bottom of the feet with the ground, over the mat. And we will start shifting the body weight from your toes to your heels. Just that. Observing how the body is moving itself. And noticing how your body needs to adapt as you're shifting the weight. How the center of balance changes. Now we are going to start drawing the circles, shifting the weight from the left to the front, to the right, and back. Slow circles. Today we are exploring the circular template in this embodied practice. So what does a circle represent to you? Of course, it's one of the shapes in sacred geometry. But I see the circle as the purest and simplest expression of oneness. All the dots coming together in this one circle of unity. You can change the direction and start drawing your circles the opposite way. Allowing your body to respond. To this movement that starts in your body. Now I invite you to make your circle smaller and even smaller. As small as you can get. Until at one point you will see yourself standing. Let's exhale through the mouth with the whole breath. Now, I invite you to open your eyes just for a second. We will start the arm pattern. So to do that, let's take a soft dip in the hips. So send your hips back a little bit. Round your back and bring your arms forward as if you are holding a ball. Raise the arms up and slowly release them from the side. One more time, rounding the back, lifting the arms up, and releasing through the sides. Let's do it. 3 more rounds at your own speed. But I invite you not to rush. Imagine you are drawing a painting with your hands through the air. And breathe. I am in my last round. Releasing my arms through the side. And we will go into our first ragdoll. To do that, I invite you to bring your chin to the chest. Create a posterior pelvic tilt. And first, we will release the neck and the head. Start slowly dropping your weight, surrendering to the gravity, releasing your upper spine, surrendering more, releasing your mid-spine, and surrendering even more, releasing the lower part of the spine. Releasing your neck as well, your head. So this is the movement that is called the ragdoll. But the point of this movement is not to touch the floor. The point of the ragdoll is to breathe through the spine. So let's take a few whole breaths here. You can also soften your knees a little bit. And let's start shifting the weight from the toes to the heels, front and back. Connect the pubis to your navel. And let's gradually come up. Starting with the low back, mid back, upper back. And just observing how the body comes up into the standing position on its own. And whole breath. Now let's open your eyes. We will do the similar arm pattern that we've just done before the ragdoll, but this time let's send the hips even further back, okay? So let's raise the arms up, open the elbows, send the hips back, and round your back, pick up the ball, come up. Let's do it 4 more times. So we're opening the arms through the sides, bending the elbows, sending the hip back, picking up the ball, rounding the spine. And coming up. Next round. And if you notice that your mind starts to chatter, why is this so slow? What am I even doing here? Just observe without trying to push it away. Because remember, the mind also sits on that which never changes. And the last round. And slowly release the arms through the sides. Open your eyes. The next movement is called the dynamic pendulum. So it has 3 stages, and we will go through all of them. For now, let's just raise the arms up. And I invite you to drop the arms, cross them, and lift them up again. Drop, cross, and lift. Drop, cross, and lift. And as you're dropping your arms, you might feel some sense of release. Drop, cross, and lift. And next time you drop the arms, let's add the soft bounce in the knees. Drop, cross, and lift. Bounce, bounce, rise. Bounce, bounce, rise. 2 more times. And the last one. If you're done, we will release the arms through the sides and go into our second ragdoll. So again, bringing chin to chest, posterior pelvic tilt, relaxing the neck and the head, and slowly rolling down. Through the upper spine, mid spine, lower spine, into our ragdoll. The neck is relaxed. The head is relaxed. Let's have the soft bounce in the knees. Bounce, 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 bounce. And 3 more rounds of adding the bounce through the knees.
And now, as you're in the second ragdoll, let's observe if there is any difference in comparison to the first ragdoll. Connect the pubis to your navel. We will gradually rise from the ragdoll up.
Let's take a few whole breaths. Tuning into the body and the sensations that are present. Open your eyes. We will go into the full dynamic pendulum, followed by the arm pattern a few times. So, dynamic pendulum, we're gonna raise the arms up. And now as you're raising your arms up, let's also lift up the heels. We're lifting up our heels. And as you drop the arms, you drop the heels as well. Drop, cross, lift, the heels are high. And when we drop the arms, we drop the heels. And the bouncing in the knees happens naturally. Drop, cross, lift. And if you see that one arm is always in front of the other, just try to switch them. Let's do it 2 more times. Drop, cross, lift, drop, cross, lift. And this time, let's stay with the heels up. And as you drop the heels, you're gonna open the arms in the cactus. Send the hips back, pick up the ball, and come up. Lift up your heels. 2 more pendulums. Drop, cross, lift, drop, cross, lift, and again. We're softly bringing the arms down, sending the hips back, picking up the ball, coming up. Let's do it 2 more times at your own speed. So 2 pendulums. We're opening up the arms and the chest, sending the hips back, rounding the back, picking up the ball. And the last round. Opening the arms, rounding the spine, picking up the balls. Softly drop the heels. Now we're gonna keep our left arm up. We're gonna go into the side bends. So, this is my left arm. You can be mirroring me, you can be lifting up the right arm, it really doesn't matter. So one arm is up, the other arm is down. My left arm is up. I want to send my hips to the left and go into the side bend to my right. Now we're just gonna stay here, release the neck. You go and swing your bottom arm front to back, just to make sure that it's fully relaxed. Inhale, we're going through the center to the side bend on the other side. So for me, my right arm is up. I'm sending my hips to the right. My left arm is relaxed. See how far you can go. Then breathe through, lengthening the lateral side. Next, inhale. We're coming through the center, back to the original side. So for me, my left arm is up, my hips are going to the left. And now let's soften the knees. And as you soften the knees, observe if you can go deeper into the side bend. Inhale through the center. Exhale, we go to the other side, and again, I'm sending my hips to the right, my right arm is up, and I'm softening my knees, releasing the neck. Inhale through the center. Now the left arm is up again, hips to the left, softening the knees. And this time let's add the rotation in the hips and drop the left arm. Drop completely and stay here on one side, as if you were like a doll. Now try to keep your neck relaxed, and without looking at me, just follow my voice. We will float from the right side through the center to the left side, and gradually come up, creating this circular pattern with our body through the side bend. Again to the right side, right rotation in the hips, drop the left arm, and float from the right through the center to the left. We're coming up through the center again. One last side bend, sending hips to the left, softening the knees. Rotate the hips and drop the left arm. From right to left, we swing and come up. Now we're gonna do 3 side bends with rotation, but the opposite side this time. So our right arm is up, sending the hips to the right, softening the knees, adding the rotation in the hips, and dropping the right arm. Now let's float from the left side through the center to the right. And slowly come up. And we're gonna make 2 more circles, so at your own speed. Dropping, floating, coming up. And then again, without any rush. Imagine this is your dance. How would you need to soften the movement for this dance? And if you're done, we're just gonna connect with our breath through the who breath, waiting for everyone to finish the movement. So if you're standing straight, let's take 3 who breaths. And as you're breathing, perhaps tune into your body and observe if there is any change in the way it feels. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes. We will come to the top of the mat. So the way these templates work, they consist of the rounds, and every new round we're adding some movement. So we're starting our first round. So bring the feet hip wide. Make sure that you have your towel or blanket for your knees nearby. We're going to start with 2 dynamic pendulums and the arm pattern, which we've already done. So let's raise the arms up. We're going to drop, cross, and lift. Second time, drop, cross, and lift. Let's do 2 more. Drop, cross, and lift, and release as we drop. Cross and lift. And this time we're gonna bend the elbows, send the hips back. Pick up the ball round the spine and come up. 2 more pendulums. Drop, cross, and lift. Drop, cross, and lift. Into the arm pattern, opening up the chest. Now round your spine and stay here before you pick up your ball. We're gonna shift our weight to the right foot and send the left leg back. So we're reaching back with your left leg. And now let's reach to the front with our arms. Stay here. On the next inhale, you're gonna bring the arms up into warrior 1. Bend the elbows. Pick up the ball around the spine. Your weight goes to your right foot. Step with your left foot to the front. Come up. Raise the arms up. Heels high. 2 more pendulums. Drop. Cross and lift. Drop. Cross and lift into the arm pattern. So elbows to the sides and the hips back. Now we're going to round the spine, shift the weight onto your left foot, send the right leg back. Reach the arms forward. Come up into warrior 1. Bend the elbows. Round your spine again. Weight goes to your left foot. We're going to step with our right foot to the front. Pick up the ball and come up. Let's do it 2 more times. So 2 pendulums at your speed, floating through the arm pattern, bending the elbows, rounding the spine, shifting the weight on the right foot, step your left foot back, raise your arms up, warrior 1, bend the elbows, round your back, step with your left leg forward, rise. And the last time, 2 pendulums into the arm pattern, opening up the chest, bending the elbows, rounding the back, stepping with your right foot back, reaching arms forward and up, bend the elbows, round the back and step with your right foot forward, right, and release the arms. Heels meet the ground. Full breath. Now, if your eyes are closed, open their eyes. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna add the three-legged downward dog and the child pose, in addition to this frame that we've already created, okay? So we're all at the top of the mat. We're gonna do 2 dynamic pendulums. So let's raise up the arms, drop the arms, cross and lift. One more time, drop, cross and lift. Going straight into the arm pattern. Round your back, shift the weight onto your right foot and step with your left leg back. Reaching with the arms forward and up. Bend the elbows. Bring the palms to your mat. And slide your right leg up into the three-legged dog. Three-legged downward facing dog. We will pause here. And again, we're not trying to have a perfect shape of the three-legged dog. We're just trying to observe how the body is holding itself. If it has only 3 points of contact with the ground. Now we're gonna shift the weight to your palms. Drop the right toe through the plank. We will bend the knees and go into the child's pose. Make sure you have the towel under your knees. Bringing chin to chest, rounding your spine as we go through the angry cat to the galloping cow and back to child's pose. Again, cat and cow. Notice if there is an interrupted movement, then the mind tends to stay quiet. So in Embodied Yoga, we connect the movements together, sort of floating in space through the dance. The next cat, we pause here. Your back is rounded. Tuck your toes in, extend the knees, raise your right leg up into the sky, back to three-legged dog. Let's bend the right knee, open the right hip, and step to the front. Now reaching the arms forward and up into warrior one. Bend the elbows. Shift the weight to the front foot and we step to the front with the left foot. Rise. Go straight into 2 more pendulums. 1, 2. Into the arm pattern, bending the elbows. Shift the weight onto your left foot. Step with your right foot back. Reach forward and up. Bend the elbows again. We're gonna place both palms to the mat again. Sliding the left leg up into three-legged dog this time. Shifting the weight to your palms. Dropping the knees into Balasana, child's pose. Continuing through the cat. And then galloping cow. and back. Uninterrupted movement, uninterrupted mind, and back. Let's do 3 more rounds. And as you go through the movements, observe how the weight shifts. And where does it shift from? Where does it go? I will wait for you in the cat. Your back is rounded. We'll tuck the toes, extend the knees, raise the left leg up, bend the left knee, open the left hip, and step with the left foot forward. Bring the arms up into warrior two. Bend the elbows. Round your back and step to the front.
Rise again.
And release the arms. Let's take a little pause. So this is the foundation of this circular template. Now we will add a little bit of the improvisation after cat and cow. So the first part stays the same, but we will just add a little bit extra, okay? So we're gonna start with 2 dynamic pendulums as always. So raising the arms up, heels high. Then we're gonna drop the arms, and with the arms we're dropping the weight into the arm pattern, sending the hips back. We're gonna round the spine, send the left leg back, reaching with the arms up, bending the elbows, placing the palms to the mat, and sliding your right leg up into 3-legged dog. Shift the weight to your palms, into the plank, drop the knees, child's pose. Again, cat, floating through the cow, and staying in the child's pose. Let's brush the arms this time to the knees and come up to the kneeling. So we're standing on the knees. We're gonna do the arm pattern here. So bending the elbows, sending the hips back, and picking up the ball and rounding the spine as we come up. Same arm pattern, just on the knees. Bending the elbows, rounding the spine, and picking up the ball. Continue. We will do 2 more rounds. And in your last round, as your elbows are bent and open wide, let's look at the arm, at the right arm, and place the right palm to the ground. Extend the left leg to the side and start making circles with your left arm. So the right knee is bent, the left leg is extended, the right palm is on the mat, and we're making circles with the left arm. Just the left arm. And next time your arm goes down, let's send the hips back. And when your the arm goes up, let's bring the hips forward. So we're adding the movement in the hips, which in fact is very natural in this combination of the arm movement. Just gonna do it a few more times. feeling how the hips respond to the movement of the arm. We will do 3 rounds with the arm. And if you're done, we'll place the palm to the mat. Bring the left knee into the child's pose again. Cat. Tuck your toes, extend the knees, lifting the right leg up into three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, and step to the front of the mat. Bring the arms up into warrior one. Bend the elbow and step to the front. Picking up the ball again and going into 2 more dynamic pendulums. So we're going to repeat the same on the other side. Bending the elbows into the arm pattern. Rounding the spine, sending the right leg back. Reaching with the arms. Opening the arms through the sides. Let's bring the palms to the ground. And you know what comes next. We're sliding the left leg up. High plank. Drop the knees into child's pose. Rounding the spine for the angry cat. Arching the back for the galloping cow. Going back to Balasana and staying there. Now let's brush the arms to the knees and come up into the kneeling. 3 arm patterns. 1. 2. 'And just try to make all these movements with 30% of the effort. We're not trying to create a perfect shape or perfect asana or perfect movement. We're just trying to feel how the movement is. Maybe the movement creates the sensations. Or is it that the sensations create the movement? What comes first? And we're going to open the arms again, send the hips back. And this time we will look at the left palm. So bringing the left palm to the mat and extending the right leg to the side. So our right arm is free. And we will just start making the circles with the right arm. Let's invite the hips to move together with the arm as well. And observe how the body responds. How the hips respond to the movement of the arm. Or is it that the arm responds to the movement of the hips? Continue this movement. Remembering that we're drawing the circles. And what the circle represents. The oneness of all that is. Let's do 2 more circles. And if you are done, we will bend the right knee and bring it in. Back to the child's pose. Round the back, tuck your toes in. 3-legged downward dog with the left leg up. Bending the left knee, opening the left hip, and stepping with the left foot to the front. Raising the arms up into warrior one. Bending the elbows, shifting the weight and stepping with your right foot to the front. Slowly coming up and releasing the arms. Let's do a few whole breaths. And we will go into the final round of this movement practice. We will do the exact same thing that we have just done, but with less repetitions and with a little bit more float and more dance and less effort. So if I'm stepping with the right leg back and you're stepping with the left leg back, if you're doing the other side, the side different from me, it really doesn't matter at all. So if you want, I invite you to make your sound, if you have it, a little bit more up so that you could float together with this movement. So we will do the exact same thing as in the last round, but with less repetitions and with more ease and less effort. So let's come to the top of the mat again. Raise the arms up into 2 dynamic pendulums. 2. Through the arm pattern, bending the elbows, rounding the spine, sending the left leg back. Warrior one. Bending the elbows again, placing the palms to the ground. The right leg goes up, 3-legged dog. Shifting the weight to the palms. Knees go to the ground. 1 round of cat and cow. Cat. Galloping cow. Once your hips touch your heels, we're gonna brush the arms up and create 3 arm patterns. 1. And remember to add the continuity to the practice. There is no pause. So the 3rd round, we're gonna look at the right palm and bring it to the mat. Extend the left leg and continue the circle with the left arm. Synchronizing your left arm and your hip. Let's do 2 more circles. And if you're ready, we're gonna bring the left leg in through the cat, rounding the spine, tuck your toes in, extend the knees, sending the right leg up, bending the knee, opening the hip and stepping to the front. Come up into warrior one. Bend the elbows, shift the weight to the front and step to the front. We're rising all together up and continuing through the other side. So 2 pendulums. 2. Opening the arms into the arm pattern. Around the back, send your right leg back. Bringing the arms up, bending the elbows. Palms to the ground. Slide the left leg up. Three-legged dog. High plank. Knees to the ground. And child's pose. One cat. One cow. And as soon as your hips touch the heels, we're gonna slide the palms. Bring the arms up. 3 arm patterns. 1. 2. And 3 on the third time. Send the hips back, look at your left palm, bring it to the ground and send your right leg to the side. We're continuing the movement with 5 movements with your right arm and your hips. 3, 4, and the last one. Let's bring the right knee in, child's pose. Angry cat. Tuck your toes in, extend the knees, left leg goes up. Bend the knee, open the hip, step to the front. Rise into warrior 1. Bend the elbows and step to the front with the right foot. You're slowly coming up and releasing the arms through the side. Let's stay here, friends. Add the whole breath. Observe if there is anything your body wants to tell you through the sensation. Now we're gonna go into the cool down all together. Through the ragdoll, we will go to the supine position. So let's bring chin to chest again, posterior pelvic tilt. Allow the arms to hang as you drop the weight. Release your neck. Once you are in your ragdoll, we will stay here for just 3 breaths. And find your way to lying on the back. I will do it by bending my knees, but you can do it any other way. So let's meet the mat or the floor. And we're gonna go into the cool down, and the cool down consists of 2 simple movements. The first one is called the windshield wiper. So when we send the neck to one side, we will send the knees to the other side. So let's just bend our knees, spread the arms wide. And start moving the neck alone this time. So the neck and the head goes one side, the other side. The regional side again. Just the neck alone. And next time your neck is looking to the left, let's make sure that our feet are hip wide or even wider, so the knees are bent. And we will bring both knees to the opposite direction. So the neck is looking to the left and the knees will be looking to the right. Through the center, now the knees ascend to the left and the neck is looking to the right. I invite you to close your eyes if they are not closed yet. We're just making a few repetitions of this windshield wiper. So the neck is going one direction while the knees are going the opposite direction. I invite you to do 2 more full rounds. So left, right, or right, left. And if you have done those rounds, we will meet in the middle again. Let's bring the heels a little bit closer to your hips. Now we're gonna lift up our pelvis off the floor. So create the posterior pelvic tilt and lift it slightly off the floor by peeling your spine off the ground. As you do that, let's raise the arms up and bring them above the head. And then glue the spine to the mat again. Again, posterior pelvic tilt. Raising off the mat. And bringing the spine and the hips back. And again, without any effort, only you know that that movement exists. So subtle it should be. Bringing the pelvis off the mat by peeling the spine off the mat and bring it back. 3 more movements in your own speed. And if you completed this movement, I invite you to extend your knee, stretch your leg, bring the arms from both sides of your body. we're entering Shavasana. So you can use the same towel that you used for the knees to cover your eyes if you wish. Maybe make the music quieter. And just stay fully surrendered to the ground for the next 5 minutes. Even though Shavasana is called the corpse pose, which is like the dead pose, it is in fact not true from the embodied perspective. Because even if you are not moving, there are still subtle movements happening in your body as you allow the breath to breathe. Now, If you feel like you need to stay in Shavasana longer, do that. But otherwise, let's start to slowly come back to the body. Feel how it's touching the mat again. Observe how your breath is breathing effortlessly through the body. Start moving your toes, your fingers, and any other body part that wants to move or be moved. Stretch your arms above your head and give your full body one big stretch, as if someone is holding you by your ankles and someone else is holding you by your wrists. We'll turn to one side and slowly come up, sitting with your sitting bones on the mat. If you want to sit in the lotus, you can, but you don't need to. Let's bring the palms in front of the chest and namaste. And we will finish this practice all together with one round of Om and 3 Shanti. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose again. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring the palms in front of the forehead and bow into the ground. Thank you so much for the practice. As I said in the beginning, I invite you to not be very active after this class, at least 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any questions on this practice, of course, feel free to ask, send me a message. I would also love to know how you felt during the practice, after Shavasana. But for now, let's just finish this class. And yeah, I will meet you soon. Thank you so much.